Monday, everybody. It is Monday Morning Quarterback, episode 230. We are fresh back from some high limit racing out on the West Coast, and super excited to bring tonight's topic to you, where we go into how I maintenance birdcage bearings, and really it could be bearings in general on your race car, front hub bearings or birdcage bearings. We talk about that in tonight's topic that we filmed at our shop. If you want to know where we're going to be, there is a trackside support schedule on our website. Really easy to find. On the top header, click support. You'll go down trackside support and our schedule of where we're going to be. So it's not always events that we are bringing our trailer to. It might be events we're flying out to and just helping customers in person, or events that I'm racing at with Hudson. And we're always there to answer questions, run your shock across the dyno in our race trailer. We're there to help. So even if we're there racing with our kids, we still want to help our customers. So don't ever hesitate to come down and ask a question if you're at the same event as us. So without further ado, here is tonight's video, and then we'll come back and wrap this one up. Hopefully by this point you've gotten some races in, snow's starting to melt, and racing's getting rolling. And one of the things that is really important when you race throughout the season is maintaining the bearings on your car. I feel like anymore, everybody's got good running engines, and the fields are so closely matched. Where do you get that little bitty edge? And some of that can come from just really good maintenance, the car being free, bearings being perfect, good grease in them, low drag grease, and keeping that fresh. So tonight we're going to talk about birdcage bearings and how I maintenance them, take care of them. A lot of them will have a zerk fitting, and that's okay. When we're racing a speed week or multiple nights of a multi-day show, we might give a squirt of grease in here, but it's not something that you want to do all the time for a couple reasons. One, these bearings, even though they have seals, they will get dirt in them. We race in tracks that have really fine, dusty surfaces, and just cramming more grease in doesn't necessarily push the dirt out. Two, you can get too much grease in there and actually make the bearing draggier than you want. So these little zerk fittings, like I say, they're okay if you're, on a speed week and you have your 3 or 4 hours to wash, service, get the car ready to go run again the next night. But when you have time and you're back in the shop, these bearings are something that should be taken apart and really maintained properly, depending on the surface you race and where you race, every 3 or 4 races. So we would pull the bearing out of this birdcage housing. Here's one that I've pulled out. And then what we're going to do is use a pick and just carefully get the seal out of both sides of the bearing. We would clean that seal really thoroughly. Be very careful not to bend the seal. But we're going to clean this seal, get most of the grease off. Then we'll give this a final clean in a solvent tank. Same thing for the bearing. We're going to, again, get the seal out of both sides, go to the solvent tank, clean it as best we can, and then when we're done with the solvent tank, we'll put it in the sonic cleaner and let it run for a few hours. Just that vibration will help get any more debris or material out of there. Once it's clean, a really good blow with compressed air, let them dry, and then come back and pack those bearings. And I typically like to use a syringe, so I'll put my favorite grease in there. This isn't any magic gold grease. This is a copper slip that I use on bolts, but we would have a similar syringe with our preferred grease in there, and we would, generously pack these bearings with grease. Now, we're not going to pack them like a car bearing where we can't get any more grease in them because we're going through this so frequently. But we want to have enough grease in there that we're not going to seize a ball, and we have plenty of grease in there. So a little more than we would, like we did a quarter midget video years ago. Quarter midgets, we're putting barely any grease in there because it's very low horsepower. We're in these bearings every day. Typically, the type of quarter midget racing we were doing, we weren't in dirt, but so we'd put more grease in there than we would a quarter midget bearing, but we wouldn't want to overpack them. This bearing, even though it's dirty, you can kind of see roughly how much grease we had in there. We'd have been in there with that syringe, putting a layer of grease, work it in, layer of grease, work it in. From both sides of the bearing, we would do that. Once we got the grease in there, we would reinstall the seals and then put the bearing back in the bird cage. Some manufacturers' bird cages, you can just get the snap ring off and clean it really well and not even have to take the bearing out of the bird cage. I know that's a problem for some folks, that they might not have a press in their garage, and this can be a little bit of a pain to get in and out sometimes. So if you don't have a press, you may be able to just get that seal off, clean it really good, and if you have a big enough ultrasonic cleaner where you can put the whole housing and everything in, you can do it that way. The ultrasonic cleaner is not going to hurt the housing at all. So anyway, that's how we take care of our birdcage bearings. It's a really important part of our maintenance program. And if you have any questions, don't ever hesitate to shoot us a DM. All right, thanks for watching that video. If you have any questions about tonight's topic, don't hesitate to comment and we'll answer that for you, or shoot us a DM or an email. We do these to try to bring you guys as much insight and learn from our decades of knowledge in the sport. But thanks for watching. Hope you all have a fantastic week, and we look forward to seeing you at the racetrack soon.